Now, Pope Leo is here in the Canary Islands to highlight the influx of migrant families arriving at ports here. They're mainly coming from West Africa and making the dangerous trek across the waters to reach these islands. And there have been times where the ports have been overrun with people, many of them sleeping outside and exposed to the elements. Pope Leo has often talked about how the church can support migrant families. He was at the port of Agidegin, where he heard moving testimonies from families there. One woman breaking down in tears as she described the moment traffickers took her children away. She says that her children were 2 and 4 when she left Nigeria and came here. This marks the final leg of the Pope's trip, which is expected to, or set to conclude tomorrow in Tenerife. Marcus Moore, ABC News, Las Palmas in the Canary Islands.
Proposed budget cuts in Lincoln could mean longer response times for emergencies. Our Sam Miller has the story.
Town councilors in Lincoln proposed a budget which includes reductions in every department, including a 20% cut to the fire department. The department will have to cut staff if the budget is approved, meaning it would take longer for emergency personnel to respond to a crisis. Over $1.6 million was proposed for the fire department, which is $400,000 less than the $2.1 million that the department requested. At the town's previous council meeting, Fire Chief Les Brown said the budget would change the way the department handles business.
There would be more overtime. The contract. It would make, if we had a hiring freeze, as people got done, it would need more overtime.
Brown added that a potential solution would be to have more people work day shifts, but he says he would need time to put the plan in motion.
That would save us, but it's going to take a committee to work on and explain it all to, and permission. I mean, we can't talk new employees, but that's what it's going to take.
That will continue discussion during its next budget hearing on Monday. In Lincoln, Sam Miller, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
After the break, research shows that breast cancer is rising in younger women. We'll have more when we come back.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
Do you take propane tank?
Anything goes.
How about cardboard?
Anything goes.
How about old rug?
Yeah, anything goes.
So this too?
Furniture removal, basements, garages, attics, hoarder houses. It doesn't matter here at Anything Goes Junk Removal. Anything goes. Well, almost anything.
Ready to create your backyard oasis? Alexander's Professional Landscaping will work with you to create your perfect outdoor space. Work one-on-one with our landscape designer to create a unique garden to fit your family's personal aesthetics and lifestyle. Have our pros install your new lawn, garden, or patio. Schedule a consultation today by calling 573-4497. Alexander's Professional Landscaping, the way landscaping should be.
From the heart of Maine, where rugged beauty meets timeless craftsmanship, Richard Henderson & Sons Masonry, taming the outdoors through groundwork, retaining walls and seawalls, building custom fireplaces that become the centerpiece of your home, crafting granite steps and patios that invite you outdoors, designing hardscapes that turn yards into living spaces, built to last, crafted for life. Richard Henderson & Sons Masonry, quality in every stone.
Are your gutters weighed down by debris causing them to sag and overflow? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. Clogged gutters lead to costly repairs for your home, so skip the cleaning and stop the clogs with Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter, the world's best gutter, is a high-performance gutter with a lifetime no-clog guarantee. Stop the clutter, get Gutter Shutter. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
shows breast cancer is rising in younger women as mammogram screening declines in this same age group. ABC's Olivia Rubin has more.
A new study looked at 20 years of CDC data for more than 2 million women. Overall, mammogram rates did not significantly change, but among women in their 40s, screening fell from about 70% to just under 60%. The largest declines seen in higher risk groups, including women without insurance, smokers, and those without a regular doctor. After a major screening guideline change in 2009, rates dropped even more in some groups, including white, Asian, and uninsured women. However, rates among Black women remain stable. Researchers say both access to care and changing screening decisions are contributing to these trends. With breast cancer on the rise in women under 50, experts call for regular screenings that start at age 40 and a mammogram every 2 years until age 74. With this Medical Minute, I'm Olivia Rubin.
A Cape Elizabeth dad has published his second book just in time for Father's Day. Chip Layton is the host and creator of The Layton Show, a viral sensation that's turned the funny text messages between teenagers and their parents into a social media following. In 2024, Layton compiled those text messages into a book called What Time Is Noon? Now he's out with his second book called Dad, Can You Not? Layton said it's meant as a tongue-in-cheek guide to help dads be less embarrassing.
I got a whole chapter on crazy stuff dads do with food, and it's like, just to give people a sense, it's like there was a dad who ate an entire bowl of Thousand Island dressing because he thought it was soup. Obviously, I think it makes a great Father's Day gift because we know Father's Day gifts are terrible, but this one, hopefully give dad a few laughs and maybe he can learn a few things and the family will benefit. So kind of a win-win, I think.
Layton's book, Dad, Can You Not? Is available wherever books are sold. Holden Police Department was honored yesterday with an award that aligns with their mission of kindness. Out of all 6 New England states, the New England Association of Chiefs of Police recognized Holden PD with their Community Policing Award. Chief Eddie Benjamin tells us that the award is especially meaningful because it recognizes the entire department's commitment to building trust and positive relationships in the community.
We see across the country a lot of police departments are struggling because they don't have the support. And we're very fortunate and honored to serve at Holden PD and to try to make a community, help a community be better every day. And that makes a huge difference. We come to work, we have fun, and you go out there, we have lunch at the community, we talk to the kids. And they can see us as a person, and that's make a huge, huge difference.
The award also highlights the entire department has embraced a philosophy of community policing, which was born out of the late Chris Greeley's 25 Days of Kindness initiative. When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
I'm Jim with Lowry Law. One of our clients was a man whose family contacted me after he was badly injured in a hit and run. As a former prosecutor, I was able to work with the police and the DA's office to identify the driver and prove that he was drunk when the accident happened. It was that work that allowed us to get him a $500,000 settlement. If you've been hurt by a drunk driver, call me. I'm your go-to guy.
Hurt by a drunk driver? Call the twos.
Graham Plattner blamed women for getting raped. Who says something like that? Plattner said women should take some responsibility for themselves and not get so effed up they wind up having sex with someone they don't mean to. What's wrong with this guy?
Plattner said to avoid rape, women should act like an adult for F's sake. He's an awful person.
Graham Plattner is dangerous.
I would never vote for Graham Plattner.
Pine Tree Results PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Webb's RV Center has a 4-acre lot with over 75 previously owned campers all on sale, plus another 4 acres of new RVs and motorhomes. Webb's RV will take anything in trade. You can buy a camper anywhere, but be sure to buy your next camper at your local neighbor. A website can't service your RV, but Webb's RV will, and they have the biggest service department in the state of Maine to help you enjoy your RV or motorhome.
So come on down, neighbor. The coffee pot's on and the pencil is sharp.
Ready to create your backyard oasis? Alexander's Professional Landscaping will work with you to create your perfect outdoor space. Work one-on-one with our landscape designer to create a unique garden to fit your family's personal aesthetics and lifestyle. Have our pros install your new lawn, garden, or patio. Schedule a consultation today by calling 573-4497. Alexander's Professional Landscaping, the way landscaping should be.
Let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, Susan, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, now offering a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 drawing. Alrighty, here we go. We have a little bit of fog off toward the west from earlier this morning. That has since gotten out of here, and the rest of us looking pretty good. Washington County improving as well. So as we do push things forward, the wave heights not looking too bad for us. No alerts along the coast. Wave heights at around 2 to 3 feet. The contour is still dark, so that means low surf at this point. 2 to 7 foot wave heights farther out towards sea. Now water temperature is still rather low as well, middle to even upper 50s, so slowly warming up. High temperatures on land will be in the 80s today, so with that dramatic difference, we still want to be careful with any hyperthermia concerns for those trying to get some relief from the warmer temperatures. Now we did have some precipitation last night. Some of you still seeing some this afternoon, so we'll still see some rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder today, but definitely keep that in mind, not only today, but also into tonight as well. But as we do zoom things out, there's that warm front right there. Eventually we'll get a cold front moving through, bringing in some more showers and, yes, a few rumbles of thunder. But moving forward today, again, here we are, rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder, otherwise a partly cloudy sky. We'll still have some more thunderstorm chances overnight. Otherwise, more clouds and, yes, fog on the way too. You notice that fills in again. And then some more showers and thunderstorms to Friday, also into Friday night, and even continuing as we head towards your Saturday. Some decent rain chances with that too. But notice Saturday, the clouds do begin to break up. But here's the rain chances. I'm running this all the way through Saturday. And look at this, around a ½ inch, maybe even up to over an inch of rainfall possible before this begins to back off, maybe even up to a couple inches if you're lucky. But your forecast for today, partly cloudy, a few thunderstorms can't be ruled out, or showers nonetheless. Mid-80s for the high with a light and variable wind. Overnight, here we go, a few showers and thunderstorms, otherwise foggy and otherwise mostly cloudy as well, with lows in the low 60s and a wind overall looking nice and calm. Tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms with mid-80s for the high and a southeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast for your Saturday. Some morning thunderstorms before those back off and the clouds break up. Lower 80s for the high. Flag Day, mostly cloudy with highs in the low 80s. And then Monday, rain showers with highs in the upper 70s.
Thank you, Devin. A postcard helps reunite a World War I soldier with his relatives more than a century after his passing. Dozens of people attended a memorial service in Belgium Wednesday where 6 headstones were dedicated to soldiers whose remains were just recently identified through the use of DNA analysis and archival research. One of the soldiers was Private Thomas Whitaker, who died while holding a postcard from Bradford, where his family resided. That very postcard is what researchers used to link him to an estranged branch of his family, and 3 of his relatives showed up to the service. They say it is quote, a real privilege to have him to be one of the soldiers who was recently excavated and given a proper burial.
You know, Thomas has gone from now a name on a panel, which was lovely to have, to now a resting place where we know he is, and that's something that will live on forever.
Just to be privileged to be laying a relative of ours to rest, to watch, to be present, and then to be passed the flag was the greatest treasure, actually. I would treasure this for, well, all of my life anyway, so it would be passed down.
The soldiers were buried at Tynecott Cemetery in Belgium. Following a 22-month gestation, an endangered Asian elephant was born days ago at the Ukraine's Wupsnod Zoo. The baby boy weighs a whopping 242 pounds and was born Monday. He's a vital inclusion into the European breeding program for an endangered species. Asian elephants are endangered, an effect of habitat fragmentation, human and wildlife conflict, and climate change. Many conservationists believe the species to be one of the most persecuted in the world. Zoo officials are calling the birth a, quote, amazing success for the herd at Whipsnade Zoo. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.
Hi, I'm Tony with TC Hafford Basement Systems. All things basementy. Is your foundation shifting, settling, or cracking? Don't wait till it's too late. We offer the most reliable solutions to lift and stabilize your sinking foundation. With our advanced piering techniques, we'll ensure your home is back on solid ground. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.